Okay, so now we're ready to talk about halogenation as a technique for synthesis because remember, our main interest in organic chemistry is how to make things, right? So how can we use halogenation to make things? Well, first of all, if we're going to use chlorination, then we can only do it if we have one possible product, right? So for example, if we're going to chlorinate this cyclohexane, it can go here or here or here or here, but those are all really the same position, right? So we can if we chlorinate this, we have only one possible product. Of course, you have to watch out for dichlorination, right, which is a possible product. But if you have an excess of hexane in there, like just a ton of hexane, then it's more likely that a hexane molecule is going to get chlorinated than a chlorohexane, right? So it's a competition. So it's still possible, okay? That's possible. But bromination's slower, remember, right? And it's more selective. So we can perform um, monobromination and get pretty decent yields, right? So look, there's a tertiary carbon right here. And so if we do that, and if we control the reaction carefully enough, we can get pretty good yields, like well over 90%. Okay, so the real advantage of halogenation, and here's the big deal, is to take something that is not functional, right? So if it's just an alkane, we don't have any functional groups on there at all. And there's really not much we can do with it. Okay, so if we brominate it, all of a sudden we put a functional group on there. Now there's a ton of things you can do with a halo alkane, right? You can substitute, you can eliminate. After you eliminate, you can just do all kinds of things, right? So that's important to appreciate that the main purpose of halogenation, as far as we're concerned, is functionalizing an otherwise unreactive alkane. Radical reactions are synthetically useful, and they'll be applied to multi-step synthesis throughout this text and throughout the course, and of course next semester as well. So just as a review, anti-Markovnikov addition to a double bond, allylic bromination, right? And bromination of alkanes. So there's three reactions, 1, 2, and 3 that we learned here in this chapter. So get those in your arsenal and be prepared to use them effectively. Good luck.